So have you ever had a job that is fun, it's vibrant, it's paying the bills, but it's just not making you happy? So many of you know me because I was on radio for about 9.5 years. I worked at 1FM and then got poached and ended up on Kiss FM. I was doing the mid-morning show, and then I got moved to the breakfast show, which was pretty cool. But then I really didn't feel like I was living to my full potential, and I needed the freedom to do that. I did a lot of work with the youth and women, specifically survivors of rape. And through that work, I started to discover more about who I am and what my passions were and what I wanted to do while I'm here. I knew if I needed to do that 100%, because that's what really used to set my heart on fire, and I used to feel so energized when I do it, then I needed to vacate the box that was working on the breakfast show, right? But that's not an easy decision to come to. Doing this job meant waking up at between 4:30 and 5, depending on how many times I snooze. I remember a point when my alarm would go off and I'd be very happy. But towards the end, my alarm would go off and I'd just be like, no, I don't wanna. And my husband would be like, you can do it. Like, his job in the morning was just motivate her to get up and go and shower. And then driving to work, it was very mentally draining because I'd have to get my mental into the right space. And so it would have to be like, you can do it, you can do it. Take 1 hour at a time, you can do it, you can do it. And then once you're done, you can now focus on your passion projects. So for me, after the emotional side, then came the, we've got to save. Because I identified that part of my fear was not only fear of the unknown, but also fear, a financial fear attached to it. In December, I was in Joburg and I was there for work. By the end of the work, we went for a concert, which was Beyoncé live in concert. I'll never forget my first time seeing Beyoncé. And it was such an amazing, like, to see this woman really dominating and really being herself 110% was almost like the slap in the face for like, okay, go back home and just make this decision that you've been postponing and postponing and postponing. My entire family, my management team, everybody must have been very bored of hearing me be like, I want to resign. So now I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I remember chatting to my husband and I was like, yeah, when I come back, I'm doing it. I know I've been saying that for the last couple of years, but this time I'm doing it. So I came back in December, a couple of weeks went by, and after Christmas, I showed up to work with my resignation letter in a nice, neat envelope, and I handed it over to my bosses. And then I went home. I thought I was going to like turn up and celebrate that this decision that had been weighing on me for so long, like years, was finally done. But I literally just slept. I slept the most peaceful sleep I have slept in the longest time. Oh yeah, but before I slept, I sent a message to like all my family and friends. Like, you know those family WhatsApp groups that pull in? I was just like, hi guys, I've just resigned. Have a good day, God bless. And then I slept. So when I woke up, I had a lot of missed calls. Like people being like, what the hell? What's going on? So then I started serving my notice. It was very hectic. But I think what helped to hold me together and to stop me from just falling apart was having a brilliant support system. So from my husband, who's just amazing, to my 2 sisters who are just like rooting for me and giving me tips, to my management team. All of these people were ready to accept my emotional breakdowns as well. So they allowed me to be very human, but also reminded me of the greater purpose and the greater goal and what we were trying to achieve. You know, many people are like, oh, you left radio, or oh, you resigned, you quit, and all of these things. I chose myself, right? I chose me. And that was the best gift that I could ever give myself, to put myself out of a situation that I felt was draining me and to choose me. That then opened up such a colorful, warm, bright world for me. So now life is pretty vibrant. I'm waist deep in podcasting. So I have 2 podcasts. One is a weekly podcast called Legally Clueless. The second one is called Perspective. And I also have my initiative that has a lot of opportunities for the youth. And we currently have a program ongoing with Grow with Google. So if you go to our Instagram page, you can click the link in the bio and you get access to all of these courses you can do online for free. So the events that followed my resignation really brought out a stronger, more fearless, more unapologetic woman in me. And so it truly was a blessing, as much as it was hectic. So guys, that was my story. And I'm pretty sure some of you resonate with it. So like, share, comment with your own stories as well.